Hello everyone and welcome to this new video. I'm Ombra and today I'm going to start a new series of video where I'm going to show you the best equipment you should have on your commanders. Specifically on this video I will show you the equipment you should use on your physical damage dealer. Many people ask me on Discord and also in private how to dress their commanders, and I realized that even if I made a lot of guide about commanders specifically, many of them are still completely uncovered, and for this reason this guide gonna cover all the equipment for all the damage dealer commander, not for a specific one. And I'm gonna also expose the mathematical formula I use for make my calculation. As for example, for this video I will use Lotr as a commander damage dealer, because I think it's easier for you understand the maths if I apply that on a real commander and not only in a theoretical situation. So first and all I'm gonna show you the mathematical formula. I found it really accurate for define the damage of the commander, take in consideration all the factor and make really clear all the statistic and the impact they have. If you have question about this formula, I invite you to join my Discord. You're gonna find the link in the description, and on that you're gonna find a lot of players that want shared knowledge, and you're gonna also have the chance to talk directly with me. Considering all the factors involved on this formula, with equipment the two factors we can change are the damage of the commander and also the attack of the commander. I create a file where I list all the items have a positive impact on a physical damage dealer commander, starting from the base epic set, considering all the possible variation with the useful legendary item, up to the best set possible composed only by the legendary item best in slot. In the screen I test the skill pursuer of Lotr for showing exactly how much every single piece of gear impact on that damage. So I set the skill damage of Pursuer and also the basic stat of Lotr. The first thing I notice is the difference in damage between Lotr without any equipment and Lotr with a full set of epic equipment upgraded. The damage of his Pursuer skill increased from an average of 2073 to an average of 4516 and increased approximately of 117%, and that of course have an insane impact on the performance of the commander. A Lotr dressed with an epic gear have a double effectiveness, more than double than a naked Lotr. From here I start testing every single golden gear for check what is the best piece of gear you can dress on Lotr and what piece of gear are at least useful. Speaking of legendary armor, only one has a real positive impact on commander's damage. The Berserker Raiment increased the damage of Lotr of 4.6% compared to the scale mail. The increase is minimal, and this is why in all my guide I always advised against investing in a legendary armor for a physical damage dealer. It's not fundamental, there's a lot of stuff better than that. In addition, it's been shown that every other option outside the Berserker Raiment are bad because have 0% increase in terms of damage if you compare that with a scale mail. So why you have to invest on a golden chest if you can have the same result with a purple one? As for helmets, the best is the 𝒆𝒚𝒘𝒂 with plus 48 of attack. That is a big improvement considering the full helm gives only plus 18. So investing on this helm, the skill pursuer of Lotr gonna have an improvement of 15.3%, bringing the damage from 4516 to 5204. As alternative we can talk about the Berserker Gates, but even this it's only an improvement on 4.6% compared to the full helm, so maybe it's not worth if you're not a mega whale, you have a million of helmet to invest. For a normal player that cannot max all the gear of every single commander, I still suggest to stay with the full helm and not with the Berserker Gates. It's a bad investment. As accessory, the best in slot is the Palantir of Ortank, which provide plus 10 of minimum and maximum damage, and that is a golden stat for every single damage dealer, and also provide you plus 48 of attack. In this case the Palantir increased the Pursuer damage of 43.4%, bringing the average damage inflicted from 4516 to 6474. I believe that this example is absolutely clear of how much the damage statistic is important. A secondary option there is Drum of Barad-dûr, which increased the damage compared to the Epic Bone Talisman of 30.5%. It's a good option, but of course the Palantir is a lot better. For this reason you want to run the Drum of Barad-dûr only if you have more than one commander as physical damage dealer. Then there are two more options better than the Bone Talisman. You can think to run the Fine Smoking Pipe and also the Signal of the Baron, even if they don't have any attack stat on them, they still have the damage stat, and for this reason if you can upgrade it you still have a benefit on run them. Of course they are also a waste, cause for example the Fine Smoking Pipe are best in slot for the elemental damage dealer, but if you didn't have a better commander where to run a Fine Smoking Pipe, you can still run that on a physical damage dealer. Lastly, the piece of equipment that everyone thinks is the most important. We talk about the weapon. The first choice is the Axe of Khazad-dûm, which compared to the Battle Axe increase the damage dealt by 43.4%. That is an insane value, but is not more than the Palantir. The weapon provides more statistic than the accessory in terms of damage, but also the purple weapon already give you some damage, so when you do the trade you have the same value on make the Palantir instead of the Bone Talisman, as when you swap the Battle Axe with the Axe of Khazad-dûm. There's not a better option between weapon and accessory, they are all at the same importance. As alternative you can think to run the Black Bow for a secondary damage dealer commander, it's very great with 32.3% damage increase, and then you have three weapons that have a good impact but not fantastic. We talk about the Blazing Town, the Reach of the Riddermark and also the Cruel Hook. They are not really recommended, but is an alternative if you didn't have any of the first two. If we compare the best in slot equipment with the epic one, we're gonna have the best in slot win of 123.7% more damage. So if we have to make a comparison, a best in slot commander with the perfect gear see the epic version of that, like an epic version see a naked commander, just for let you understand how strong is the golden gear. As I say, what I show you on this video is about lures, but is not related to lures, is for every single damage dealer of the game. You can apply that to everyone, and I plan to release the calculator I use for make this guide as soon that it's ready with all the commander listed. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like it, just smash like on that and also subscribe to my channel if you're not already. Let me know in the comment what you think about this kind of content, and if you want to see more on my channel. I always check about your feedback, not only on the comment of YouTube but also on Discord and on my DM. We are also really close to 10k of subscribers on YouTube, so if you wanna help me and you wanna subscribe to my channel, I'm gonna really appreciate it. I wanna also remember you, I have an affiliation code with the game that allow you to buy gems from the official site of the game, and if you choose to use my link, the devs gonna recognize me a little commission of what you spend, and you're gonna support directly my channel. You're gonna find the link in the description of the video and also in the first comment. Again, thank you for following me and see you in the next. Woo!